It's Florida and Georgia next on CBS Sports. Jacksonville, Florida, where the fireworks began last night and the tailgating began early this morning. It's Georgia-Florida week, better known as the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. For 92 years, this has been one of the most heated rivalries in college football. And after a 2-year hiatus, it's returned to Jacksonville. And there's no sitting on the fence. You're either a Gator fan or you pull for the Bulldogs. It's Florida and Georgia as the University of Florida 7-0 overall, 5-0 in the SEC, and ranked #1 in the nation. Here come the Gators. They've won 20 straight regular season games, 18 straight in the SEC. Georgia off to their worst start since 1993, but because of the magnitude of this game, the Bulldogs plan on leaving everything on the football field. Georgia is their biggest rival, trying to tie a record in this series with their 7th straight. And we're underway from Jacksonville. And this ball kicked out of the end zone, and formation for the Gators. And on first down, Werfel deciding to pass. He'll step up in the pocket, get rid of it. That's Elijah Williams at the 40-yard line, and he'll be... They love him. First down and 10 from the 44. Here's Riddell Anthony with the reception. Play action. Werfel setting up. Flushed out of the pocket, got rid of it. Complete. First down, goal to goal from the 5-yard line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Fred Taylor. Second down, goal to goal. They pitch it. This is Taylor, touchdown. Fred Taylor with the 2-yard touchdown, and Florida takes a 6-0 lead.
It doesn't matter who's playing tailback for Florida. Elijah Williams, Terry Jackson, Fred Taylor, they're all capable of putting the ball in the end zone. On the sweep, it's a huge hole for Fred Taylor to walk through.
From the 20. They run the reverse. This is Ward trying to get around the corner on the near far side of the field with 3 receivers. Hines Ward in at quarterback, and he's chopped down in the backfield. At tackle, third down at 17. Here's Bobo, cocking, firing, intercepted. Times as a group, and turnovers the big story for Georgia. Here's Werfel over the middle, touchdown. Riddell Anthony, 21 yards. And it does not take them long.
This is what makes him such a great player. Riddell Anthony, number 15, it's its 11th touchdown pass of the season. Crazy.
First down, they pitch it to Edwards, trying to get around the corner, and does.
To get ready for it each week.
First down at 10 from the 33-yard line, and a fumble on the play.
Troy Aikman.
Third down at 7. Bobo under pressure. Steps up in the pocket, and he goes down. Yarder and a 79-yarder. This one, a good, very good punt, sending Green back to the 17-yard line. Big hole up the middle. Here's Green at the 40, tries to split 3-yard line. Play action. Werfel flushed out of the pocket, delivers over the middle, complete. Travis McGriff. Werfel again, this time to the near side.
He only throws 25.
Elijah Williams, big hole up the middle. And he's been sharing the ball with Fred Taylor. Here's Werfel again, looking in the end zone. Touchdown. Riddell Anthony, his 2nd.
Georgia's in man-to-man coverage. They just can't stay locked up. Ronald Bailey cannot cover him. He's just not a good enough athlete. Riddell Anthony, once again, puts it in the end zone.
Is in motion. Bobo over the middle, and he has Daniels at the 45. 6. Delayed handoff. Robert Edwards bursting up the middle. Spin from the 43. Out of the gun. They run the option to the near side. Edwards receives the pitch. And they get off the play. Here's Bobo. Stepping up. Delivers. Complete. What over? Georgia with the ball at the 20.
One of the things that Jim Dunnan has really fought this season.
Here's Robert Edwards cutting it across the field, and
They need to start once again because of Kearse's injury.
out of the shotgun, Mike Bobo. Bobo out of the shotgun, looking to his right, throws complete. And 4th down and 4 from the 7. Here's Bobo, looking, throwing, incomplete. From the 8-yard line. And they stay on the ground. Down and 5. Here's Taylor again.
Middle of that line.
1st down from the 18. Taylor again, both on and off the field.
They were roommates, freshmen at the University of Florida.
Here's Fred Taylor bouncing it. 2nd down and 10 from the 30. Werfel on play action again, this time to the far side. Anthony with the reception at 4 yards. Down 10, Werfel over the middle. Once again, Riedel Anthony of Georgia for the Gators. Werfel stepping up, delivering, complete. Yards already. Looking in the end zone, touchdown. Pitch and catch. This time, Tremaine Allen with his first receiving touchdown of the season.
He doesn't get the ball to the tight end very often. Tremaine Allen simply runs down the middle of the field, breaks off a little post pattern inside. His own personal highlight movie, that thing.
Georgia running the option. Mike
Just doesn't have the kind of mobility words Patrick Pass, guys who can really make some yards for you.
2nd down and 12. Corey Allen with the catch on the
Back on top.
3rd down and 2 from the 28. Ball hits the ground, and it looks like the Gators may have recovered it, and they have. Robert Edwards, the 2nd down, as he goes in motion. Werfel looks that way under pressure, and he goes down. Loss of 9. Werfel, play action, over the middle, complete. Travis McGriff at the 15. A former ball boy for this Florida team in the 9th grade. So he, from the Georgia 11-yard line, 3-step drop. They look to the fade in the corner. Touchdown, Jaquez Green.
When you have press coverage, the wide receiver just fades to the outside. That's exactly what Jaquez Green does there, and you can see the perfect exit. The game that Steve Spurrier remembers more than any of them.
Misdirection play. Here's Kurtzy over the right side. Gets
The head coach is to rally those guys and get them making 1st down.
Here's Kurtzy, receives the pitch, and he just gets stood. 3:12 to go. 2nd down and 10. Here's Kurtzy again, finding a free.
That's the secret to this defensive success.
Bobo again to the near side, and a diving grab at Kansas State. Here's a counter. Kurtzy again, up close to play. Mike Bobo, 5 of 13. 58 yards, 1 interception. Out of the gun. Here's Bobo setting up under pressure. Incomplete.
With Coach Donnan, and Coach, the offensive has some trouble getting started. What will you do in the 2nd half, and will you make a quarterback change?
Well, we got to look at everything we're doing. We've given them 2 easy scores. Our defense has made some plays early, but they're a great football team. We got a lot of good players.
Coach, good luck. Thanks.
Thank you.
And thank you very much, Michelle. That's the end of the 1st half with the score: Florida 34, Georgia nothing. Pat O'Brien and Craig James come along next with college football today.
Surprised to see Dunnan make a change.
Georgia receiving the football to start the 2nd half, and this one going right out of the end zone. Here's Bobo on the first play of the 2nd half, and the trap play is on the last play. 2nd down and 10. Play action. Bobo rolling, got rid of it, and it's dropped by Larry Brown in Gainesville. Bobo out of the gun. Plenty of time. Juan Daniel. Catch at the 35. Gets up to the 40. Catches for 726 yards. And here's Kurtzy. Bobo again, short drop, looking to the far side, and sit on the shoulders of Mike Bobo, but he has had 3 different offensive coordinators in 3 years. In the 1st half. It's Kurtzy. And thank you very much, Pat. 1st down and 10 from the 25. 1-yard gain on the last play. Here's Kurtzy. Popping it outside up to the another 1st down at the 37. Kurtzy spinning.
Words thus far this season. He's made some good plays, but not as many as they expected him to.
Larry Brown at the 50. Finally chopped.
Playing after that fractured knee.
Larry Brown, 2 catches, 27 yards. Patrick Pass.
Heck of a walk-on to have on your squad.
Patrick pass. 4th down and 3. Bobo rolling. And he'll go down. 28 for 279 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Replaced by Brian Schottenheim from the 46. This time Terry Jackson was Smith, but his dad and brother played here at Florida, both wearing number 20. Here's the delayed handoff. Jackson again with some room. He'll get to the 15-yard line. Schottenheimer on the roll, in trouble, tried to duck under.
The same kind of athletes Florida has, but yet he wants his players to continue to play.
Schottenheimer swinging it out. Jackson. Bart Edmiston comes in to attempt a 28-yard field goal, and the kick is up, and it is good. Edmiston, 7 of 11 on the season, and Florida adds to their lead, 37-0. 1st down and 5. Patrick pass.
This is the biggest rival that Florida has, is Georgia, and they want to make sure that they close that gap. And
1. Bobo again, this time to the near side. Corey Allen with the catch.
I just don't know many.
3rd down and 4. Patrick pass, breaking through the hole and over the 48-yard line now for the Bulldogs, and this is Curtsey. 75 years old, Patrick pass, running the football again. They pitch it, Curtsey running towards the near sideline. Spend some time watching my own. Well, it's not really good last year, but this season he struggled. That knee still giving him some problems. 7. Curtsey hopping through the hole and
improving the talent level here at Georgia, and he will. He'll eventually get that done. And the University of Georgia is an outstanding coaching job, and he'll develop it.
Patrick pass looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. 9-yard run by the true freshman, Patrick pass.
Well, Patrick.
So they have kind of like a little Bruin at UCLA. Bearing the lead. Brian Schottenheimer, also a senior. The Gators. Delayed handoff. Eugene McCaslin popping at the 48. Here's Johnson setting up, delivering, and he's got his man. Johnson handing it off. McCaslin, he's got running room on the right side. Cuts it up at the 20, heading for the end zone. Stop! 1st down. Here's McCaslin on the draw at the 10. Hurry, checks off, and he got the play off. McCaslin.
Teams together, particularly as Florida State's offense continues to improve.
Here's McCaslin. Good job by the Georgia deep. And it's good. Florida continues to put points on the board. Now 40-7.
3rd in the balloting last year. He's undefeated again this year. Got his team #1 in the country. He's going to be hard to beat for the Heisman.
Torrin Curtsey puts the ball on the ground, and it is recovered. It looks like Doc Pollard got it, and he did.
Yeah. Hey, who can impersonate Tommy Frazier?
Not anybody.
He's great.
Here's Johnson. Touchdown. 14-yard touchdown for Terrence Ross.
That's the first touchdown pass.
So Patrick pass, and the young Georgia Bulldogs will remember this day. And Florida will win their 7th straight ball game to tie the longest winning streak in the history of this series. Smith's going to air it out, and it's incomplete. And that is your ball game. The Florida Gators, the #1 ranked team in the nation, they remain undefeated as Danny Werfel and company go on to win it 47-7. Coming up next, Pat O'Brien in New York.